The Centre for Advanced Training at Trinity Laban is a professional pre-vocational training programme for young people aged 13 to 18 in contemporary dance. The aim of this is to upskill these young people in their technical training and in their creative training as well. Our teachers are at the top of their game. They've all had professional careers with companies such as Random, Matthew Bourne, Michael Clark, Scottish Ballet. And the creative curriculum here at Trinity Laban is something that we've really worked at, because we feel that we're training the whole artist and not just a technical dancer. In 1983, the government set up the Music and Dance Scheme. It was designed to allow young people aged 13 to 18 to access music and dance training in residential schools. The government felt that this wasn't broad enough and it wasn't open access enough to everyone. So we came up with a solution of a non-residential program so the young people could access our facilities on Saturdays and weekdays after school. So in 2006, when Trinity Laban decided to set up a Centre for Advanced Training, we didn't want to just give them the normal adult model of training within dance. So we commissioned a literature review which looked at all the training in dance and within the sports world on how to train young people from the ages of 13 to 18. As an outcome from the literature review, we found there was a big gap in knowledge in terms of how to train young people in intensive dance training at this age group. Therefore, Trinity Laban decided to commission a 3-year longitudinal research study that looked at all the centres for advanced training on how we were training, what we were doing, to see if we were doing the right thing at the right time for these young people. The training of the young person on the Centre for Advanced Training doesn't just stop in the studio. It's really important that they can critically reflect on what the profession is doing right now. We take the young people out to the theatre to see a wide range of work so that they can have an understanding of what professionals are doing.
Because we get to see a lot of shows, you know, and for like good prices, so like, and that show was amazing. It's like mind-blowing, but getting to watch it, I wouldn't have watched it if I didn't go to the C.A.T scheme.
The Centre for Advanced Training at Trinity Laban has been very fortunate to work with some amazing partners, such as Sadler's Wells and the Royal Ballet School. With Sadler's Wells, we work with their Connect department, and recently we've just done a show called Compass, which was put on in the main stage. Our young people got to work with some of their amazing artists in residence, such as Tanztheater Wörpertal Pina Bausch Company. An example of one of the creative projects we do was in partnership with the Royal Ballet Upper School. We worked with Toby Norman Wright, who is an ex-principal for the Royal Ballet in Birmingham, and he was at the Royal Ballet School. He worked with our young students, worked with the young people from the Royal Ballet Upper School. We brought them together, made a collaborative project which we then performed at the Royal Ballet.
At Trinity Laban, we're very lucky to have world-class facilities. We have 12 beautiful studios. We have a professional theatre that students are able to access with their end-of-year performance. The Laban Theatre seats 300 people and it's a fully equipped professional theatre. Students who access the scheme come every Saturday. They have sessions in contemporary dance technique, in ballet technique and in creative, which offers students the opportunity to either develop their own choreographic work or work with world-class choreographers and dance companies to develop pieces as a group, which is then later performed on stages. And they've performed at places like the South Bank Centre, the Sadler's Wells stage, across the country.
At the beginning of the year, the young people will come into us and we upskill them in terms of a vocabulary and how to understand movement. We talk about space, time, dynamics, flow, and we give them time and space to explore it, to make mistakes in the studio, and to learn from each other about how we can use this in creating movement.
Students who access the scheme come every Saturday. They have sessions in contemporary dance technique, in ballet technique and in creative.
Later in the year we run a project called Choreo Mission. Choreo Mission is a research and development platform for the young people. It's very exciting. We spend a couple of days all in the studio unpicking what we've done in the first term, what we've done with previous choreographers and how we can bring that together in developing an idea in terms of movement from the initial seed. What we then do here at the centre is provide them the space, the students, and more importantly, a mentor to help them through the process. The young people get to share their work with their peers and they get to have critical feedback on how they're getting on. The last strand in our creative development here at Trinity Laban is working with the professional choreographers. It's a really important part of their training. What the artists would do is come in and work with the young people for 4 days intensively, developing a brand new piece of work. Following that, during the summer term, the artists will come back in and mature the work with the young people. These works are then given costume designers, sound designers, lighting designers, then performed in professional theatres such as the Laban Theatre. As with everything, there is a fee for the Centre for Advanced Training. It's set by the Department for Education. But thankfully, because of the music and dance scheme, there's a means-tested, funded system for the families to get money to pay for the course. If a family receives a full bursary from the Department for Education, Trinity Laban will also pay for all travel and for dancewear for the young person.
So we work closely with every family to ensure that if their child is offered a place, the scheme is affordable for them. Over the years that we've been running the Centre for Advanced Training, we've had some young people progress onto a complete diverse range of professions. Some of our young people are currently training at conservatoires in England as well as abroad. Some are already performing in theatres around the world.
The C.A.T scheme has improved every aspect of my education, my life. Even in academic subjects I can take everything one step further and my aspirations have completely gone through the roof.
I hope to be a doctor for children, so a paediatrician, and this program has helped me because I think that there are different ways to help and treat children, and I think that dance would be a really nice way to help them and get them confident in themselves.
In the future, I'm going to be going into musical theatre. I'm going to arts educational next year, so that's really exciting. You can go into choreography, performing, you can teach, and you can be in the community and, that sort of thing. And it was really helpful for me to see, this is like a big spectrum of dance jobs and things like that.
And it opens your eyes to so many different things that you can do with dance. It makes it realistic and possibly achievable to be a dancer.